History often remembers the chosen ones, but the Bible also remembers those who were heard. Ishmael is one of the most misunderstood figures in Scripture. Often dismissed as Abraham's other son, his story gets lost in the shadow of Isaac and the covenant promise. But if we look closely at Genesis, we discover that Ishmael's life reveals something profound about God's character, his mercy, his compassion, and his heart for those on the margins. This isn't a story of rejection. It's the story of a God who hears. Years before Ishmael was even born, God promised Abram a son and descendants as numerous as the stars. Abram believed, but belief doesn't erase the waiting. As years passed and Sarai remained barren, human reasoning stepped in. But what was culturally acceptable wasn't spiritually simple. Hagar conceived and tension exploded. Sarai felt dishonored. Abram was passive, and Hagar, pregnant and alone, fled into the wilderness after being mistreated. And that's where the story takes a remarkable turn. In the desert, an angel of the Lord finds Hagar. This is the first time in the Bible an angel speaks directly to a woman, and she is an Israelite. She isn't powerful, and she isn't free. He calls her by name and asks, "Where have you come from, and where are you going?" No one had ever asked her that. Then God gives her a promise. Her son will be named Ishmael, which means God hears, because God had heard her affliction. Overwhelmed, Hagar gives God a new name, El-Roi, the God who sees me. Before Ishmael was even born, heaven knew his name. Years later, after God reaffirms his covenant, Ishmael is circumcised alongside Abraham. God himself declares that Ishmael will become a great nation and father 12 princes. This is crucial. Isaac would carry the covenant, but Ishmael was not rejected. Election didn't mean exclusion. Then the miracle child, Isaac, is born. Old tensions resurface, and Sarah demands that Hagar and Ishmael be sent away. Abraham is heartbroken, but God assures him that while Isaac is the heir, Ishmael will not be abandoned. Once again, Hagar and Ishmael are in the wilderness. This time, their water runs out. Hagar, unable to watch her son die, places him under a bush and weeps. And in that moment, when no one else was there to pray, God heard the voice of the boy. Not Abraham's prayer, not Sarah's prayer, but Ishmael's cry. God opens Hagar's eyes to a well of water, saving them both and reaffirming his promise. God didn't save Ishmael because of a covenant. God saved Ishmael because he hears. Ishmael grew up in the wilderness, a skilled archer, and the Bible tells us plainly, God was with the boy. His life represents all of us born into complicated circumstances, pushed aside, yet still seen by God. He wasn't the child of the covenant, but he was the child God heard. And that is his powerful legacy. He reminds us that God listens to cries in the desert and sees the people that history sidelines. Ishmael was never forgotten. He was heard. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please like and subscribe for more content that goes deeper into the stories you thought you knew.